Hello and welcome to Grammar Level 1 and 2, Exercise 10. Just like the last lesson, this lesson is helping us make a bridge from Level 1 and into Level 2, and we'll be doing sentence diagrams to do that. So in this sentence, you might also recognize we've done this before. Tom and Jerry almost wandered too far from the teachers. We've already discussed the parts of speech of this sentence. So what I'd like you to do right now is to write this sentence down on a clean sheet of paper, put down the heading on the paper, do level 1, try not to look back at the answers we've already had for this, and then also try to complete level 2. That means drawing a line between the subject and the predicate and writing beneath the simple subject, the abbreviation for that, and writing beneath the simple predicate, the abbreviation for that. Once you think you've completed all that, go ahead and hit play on the video and I'll give you all the answers. Alright, so here we are. I'll give you the answers to level 1. If you're a little confused on how we got those, let me show you the arrows describing that. And now at level 2, if you remember, we have to draw an arrow here. Or sorry, not an arrow, we draw a line between the subject and the predicate. Alright, and the way that we write that out actually in level 2 would look something like this. Now the big difference between this sentence and the last sentence is that we have what is known as a compound subject. That means there is not just one thing we are talking about. There are two. In this case, Tom and Jerry. What joins those two things? Well, what naturally does, that's a conjunction. But you'll notice the abbreviation I put underneath Jerry, and I put the same abbreviation underneath Tom. PRED appears underneath the simple predicate, and then I use my hook and line to indicate both entire parts of the sentence, the subject and the predicate. Alright, so in diagramming, you'll remember that we always start with this symbol until it no longer works for our structure, and right here off the bat we'll notice that I have one line here for a simple predicate, but unfortunately up here I have two simple predicates that I need to add. So instead of using that symbol, we're going to use this one. If you notice, everything is the same from the predicate over. The only thing we've changed here is we've added some more space to accommodate our two simple subjects and the conjunction. Don't fill it in yet. Just kind of map it out in your brain where things might go, and I'll help you out in just a second, but I want to go through the rest of the sentence before I let you get started. So here is going to be our simple predicate. Every other word modifies that simple predicate, and so they're going to belong underneath of it. So I can tell you right now that we've got one word that works alone. We have another word that works alone, however, it is intensified by a second word. We are also going to have a prepositional phrase. This is the drawing for a prepositional phrase. My preposition is going to go here, joining this word with the word beneath it, and then finally a word modifying the object of the preposition. So one final clue here, and then you may get started. I've put red lines everywhere where a word should appear. Go ahead and give it a shot, fill it out the best you can, hit play when you're ready to see the answers. Alright, so we're back and let's talk about the answers here. First of all, I'm going to get rid of those red lines so I can actually write in the words. I'm going to start like I always do with the subject. I'm going to put down the simple subject. Now I have two of them, and they're of equal importance, so they're both on the horizontal lines, and I have a word that joins them both, and it would be written out like this. You could also write it with the A down here and the D up here, but the main thing is to show that and, the conjunction here, is joining these two words. Then I'm going to add my simple predicate, which is wandered. And at this point, I have two individual words that are describing the wandering. One is almost and the other is far. If I go back up to my arrows, I'll see that far is modifying wandered and almost is modifying wandered. So they appear like that. I then have a word that goes here that tells me about the far. In this case, it's going to intensify it. Too far. And then what I have left is a prepositional phrase. These can be a little tricky, but a preposition is going to show the relationship between its object, which would be the word here, and a word, other word in the sentence, which would be wandered. So it ends up like that. The down here falls beneath teachers. That's it. That's how you diagram out this sentence, and that's also how you complete levels 1 and 2. of this sentence. I will see you at exercise 11.